Do you believe, BA, that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on it.
Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the point. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now here's DeRozan. Launches it. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Curry. Outside, Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
The smarts there shown by Draymond Green. He realized it was his turn to fire one up. Cashes in. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Brett, you think about Jimmy Butler. Great in the regular season. Even better in the playoffs.
Yeah, extremely tough. I mean, he has grit and resilience, but tough-minded in the toughest moments, and that's where his teammates rely on him. Jimmy Butler shows up big come playoff time.
Nice move by LaVine. Hard to contest someone's pull-up when they get so high off the floor.
Now here's Curry. He's covered closely. Outside Moody. The three. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Lets it go. And it's DeRozan missing. The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Ooh, poked away. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Here's Podziemski. He drops it from range. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's the three. And Sabonis slams it in.
Sabonis has a great nose to rebound the ball, and then he just sent it back in.
Moody passes to Green. Curry with it. It's Podziemski on the wing. And there's a pick. 6 to shoot. And the foul called on Brandon Podziemski. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Monk, he's checked in for Sacramento. The Kings leading. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Now here's Curry, and here's Butler outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
I love how competitive Jimmy Butler is. You know he's not going to let the opposition get the best of him.
Pass to Murray. Fires from deep. And another Sacramento three.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Curry. Outside Butler. Takes the three. And the Warriors with another three.
Man, look out when Jimmy Butler feels confident and comfortable from deep.
Picked by Murray. Here's LaVine. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Curry. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter here. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Podziemski. Off target from three-point range. And it's Levine with the ball for the Kings. Trailing by 2. Sabonis with a screen on Butler. Here's Levine for 3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Curry. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3. Curry's got 6.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review.
Hand in time. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
And of course, they want to make sure it was the right call.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Warriors ahead, up by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Jackson Davis in at the center position, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. The Warriors lead by 5. Here's Payton. And the Warriors with another 3.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Carter, the pass to Arabia. Now Sabonis, covered by Jackson Davis. There's a screen. Pass to Arabia. Puts up a 3. First shot won't go. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Kings. And the Warriors make some changes. Green's checked in for Jackson Davis, and it's Brandon Podziemski in for Hield. Zach LaVine, he's checked in for the Kings. Ellis comes in for Carter, and Brent, the Kings have the pieces to compete and finally creating some stability.
Yeah, after that 16-year playoff absence, just being a factor in the West has Sacramento and their fans really, really exciting. Again, the pieces are there. Will they push it this year to get back in the mix?
Takes a 3. The shot by Podziemski, no good. Kings trail by 5. It's Monk on the wing to the inside. Curry with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Throws it up high.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Ellis passes to Levine. Here's Lyles. They set the pick. 3-pointer. Kuminga pulls it in. The Warriors lead by 7. Outside Curry. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Podziemski. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
So much attention on Steph that really opens up the floor.
Monk for 3. Sinks it from distance. Monk's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Here's the pick. On the wing, Levine. Payton with a steal. Outside Kuminga. From deep. Another three for Golden State. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Levine can't hit.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Pass to Sabonis. There's the three. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Now the Warriors with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Kuminga. Releases from the wing and drills it. Kuminga's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away. That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Curry passes to Green. Green, a screen. Here's Curry. Outside for Green. Now the Kings in transition. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, stolen by Payton. In transition, here they come. And it's hammered home by Green.
Man, is Draymond Green out there playing with a watch? What timing on that alley-oop.
Sabonis' shot is off. And a deep three from Curry. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Here's Ellis. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for the Kings. 11-point game. And you look at the Kings, Brett. They've had several name changes over the years of their franchise.
Yeah, before becoming the Sacramento Kings, they were the Rochester Royals, and then the Cincinnati Royals, and then the Kansas City Kings, and then all of a sudden, let's get to the West Coast, and here comes the state capital of Sacramento. It's not really affected the winning, though, has it, B.A.?
Taking a look at Sacramento, the duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. And it's Ellis in at point guard. Sabonis, the pass to Murray. Sabonis with a screen on Green. Sabonis looking over the floor. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Sabonis has got 6 points.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Outside Levine. Picked by Murray. Pulls it. Levine can't hit.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Curry passes to Green. And here's Butler outside. Hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis left side. Pass to Murray. Levine with it. Back to Murray. Now DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. DeRozan, a screen on Curry. Ellis passes to Murray from behind the arc. Hauled in by Curry. The Warriors lead by 9. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. For Sacramento, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
LBA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
Back to Curry. tipped away. Levine finds DeRozan. Here's Ellis, defended by Pajemski. Three-pointer off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Moody passes to Butler. To stop the drought, there's the drive. And here's Curry for three. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Kings trail by 6. From the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Pajemski. And the 3 off target. Sacramento has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Butler passes to Green. Outside Pajemski. The 3 ball. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Levine. This one for 3. The shot comes out.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Butler. Ellis with a rebound. Kings trail by 9. And here's Murray. It's stolen by Green. Butler up top. He has 6. Curry against Levine. Butler, a screen on Levine. The 3 from Curry. Sacramento grabs the miss.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Ellis, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And the Warriors make some changes. Jackson Davis is checked in for Green. Payton comes in for Moody. And Hield is subbed in for Stephen Curry. And the Kings also making a change. Monk, he's checked in for Ellis. The shot by Pajemski, no good. Pass to Monk. Murray, a screen on Butler. Monk for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
So both teams making some changes here. And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. They've got Gary Payton the 2nd, Trace Jackson Davis out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Spencer in at the 1. That's the Warriors 5. Pass to Ellis. Monk with it, guarded by Hield. There's a screen. Here's Ellis. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Hield. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Valanciunas. Kings trail by 6. Pass to Ellis. Here's Laravia. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Monk against Hield. Outside Payton. Now here's Jackson Davis. Pass to Heel. Shot clock at 5. And the Warriors with another 3.
And the spacing right there for Buddy Hield allows him to get that shot off. You just can't give him that kind of space or he's going to hurt you.
Now Levine. Here's Laravia. Back to Levine. They set the pick. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Spencer. Pass to Knox. 4-3. Payton's shot is good. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
Pretty sweet pass there as Knox showing his ability to read the floor.
Here's Ellis. Here's Laravia. Sinks the tray. Laravia's got 6 here in the quarter.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Hield for 3. They get it again. Knox the pass to Hield. And a miss there on the triple. Kings trail by 6. Pass to Laravia. Now here's Levine.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
From deep. Jackson Davis grabs the miss.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
And there's the screen. Spencer, no good. And so it's Valanciunas who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. To the wing, right side. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Knox. Pass to Spencer. Here's Knox. Here's Payton. He's covered by Levine. Payton against Levine. Second chance effort. And the Warriors miss again. The Kings have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Here's Laravia. Yes! What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Knox. Pass to Spencer. They set a pick. Here's Knox. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. 27 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Levine. To tie it up. Can't knock in the 3.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
First team foul.
Pass to Curry. Left side Moody to snap the cold streak. Fires in the triple. And so it's Golden State winning this one. All right, Allie, thank you.
features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Ayton is out there with Denny Avdia. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Anthony Simon. And it's Kamare in at the 3. Here's Ayton, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Curry. They kick it out to Green. Stolen by Avdia. Curry against Simon. Thybulle for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. Now, he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively, he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
And that's an encouraging sign from Butler. He's a capable three-point shooter. He's just very selective.
When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Majemski on the wing. Defended by Thybulle.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Kamare. From beyond the arc and then some.
And the dime going to Ayton, expanding the passing part of his game.
Outside Curry. Pass to Pajemski. Over Thybulle. Shot by Pajemski, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Simons surveying the D. Sinks the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Curry with it. And Simons picks him up defensively. Curry kicks to Green. Now Curry. 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. But Jemski's shot is good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Avdia can't hit. Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. The shot by Butler, nobody around. A three-pointer, no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Green against Avdia. It's Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
A nice shot by Simon.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Curry. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Green, the screen. Butler kicks to Green. Fires the 3. Avdia with the rebound. For Portland, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Different look here for the Warriors. Reese Jackson Davis is checked in for Looney. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Green. Peyton, he's checked in for Butler. And Hield subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. And a switch here also for Portland. Henderson's checked in. And here is Curry after Avdia made the last three-pointer.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Thibault for three. Kept alive. Henderson outside. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Payton from outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Grant is out there with Klingon. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. Then it's Anthony Simon. And it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
But should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Sharp against Curry. Pass to Klingon. Simon's on the wing. The Warriors pull it in. And here is Hield. Curry looking it over. Beyond the arc. Steph, perfection from the arc.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
From past the arc. And it's Simon's missing.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
A shot by Curry, no good. Trailblazers trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Sharpe. Nailed from three-point land.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharpe's range.
Payton with the screen. To the right side. Kuminga finds Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Jackson Davis. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Looney's checked in for Golden State. Podziemski's coming in for Buddy Hield. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Delano Banton's checked in for Anthony Simons. Now, here's Sharpe. Kicks it out to Grant. Now, Klingon. And it's Grant that time on the assist by Klingon. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And, Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all.
Portland's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Lets it go with the 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Kuminga with a wide-open look. Drills the three-pointer. Kuminga's got 6.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
Manton, the pass to Grant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Golden State's gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Pass to Looney. Now Curry. Defended by Sharpe. Payton with a screen on Sharpe. Here's Curry going inside. Here's Payton. The rebound by Grant. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. He's clobbered. He'll get 3 shots at the line. They get Stephen Curry.
Good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Some changes for Golden State. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kuminga. Butler comes in for Gary Payton. And Hield subbed in for Curry. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ayton, he's checked in for Klingon. Avdia comes in for Grant. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Delano Banton. And it's Simons in for Shaedon Sharpe. Now here's Green. Still yet to score. Now here's Thybulle. Covered by Hield. Down low. It's stolen by Green. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Butler on the wing. Outside, Green. Podziemski on the wing. From the arc. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Thybulle for three. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shot by Hield, nobody around. His three-pointer's off the mark. Ayton finds Simons. Got it off in time, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of that.
In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. The post pair for him. It's Green and Looney. And it's Butler in at the small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Green. Hasn't made one yet. And there it is for him.
Yeah, Green knows he has to act fast, so he wastes no time finding the shot.
And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Warriors, number 21.
Simons, the pass to Thybulle. Launches a 3. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They lead by 1. Pass to post. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Now here's Butler. Just 3 to shoot. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, and all eyes were on Butler, but he has the vision to find the open man.
Thybulle up top. He's defended by Podziemski. Outside, Simons. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Simons has got 11.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Knox, he's checked in for Green. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Kamar is checked in. Pass to post. Off target with his 3. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Back to Ayton. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Thybulle for 3. They grab their own miss. Avdia finds Simons. Simons on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the three-pointer. 14 points for him.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now, here's Curry. 12 points for him. Good And the shot.
What focus from Curry on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
There's a good screen. He lobs it up. And so here is Golden State. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we're seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
The Warriors making a switch here. Payton's checked in. Sharp's checked in for Portland. Three-pointer, Payton. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Payton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Simon. And the Trailblazers, another three. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Portland foul. Kamara. First personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. Payton passes to Knox. Butler, a screen on Avdia. Shot clock at 6. Back to Knox. And another three for Golden State.
There's the all-around game of Butler. A nice assist to cash in on that possession.
Out left to the wing. Back to Sharp. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the third. Butler against Ayton. Ayton a screen. Pass to Sharp. Tries the spin move. Here's Avdia. That's tipped. The Warriors have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. And Curry has it in the corner. Out to the wing. Here's Knox. Outside for Curry. This one for 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got Ayton. Jeremy Grant is out there with Avdia. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Sharp in at the shooting guard position. No good from Grant.
I guess we can credit the defense for that one going wide. They did everything they could to influence the shot.
Pass to post. And stolen by Sharp. Here's the 3. And here is Simons. From outside the arc. Portland no good that time either. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. It's a one-point game. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharp. That's his first foul. Klingon, he's checked in for Portland. Jabari Walker comes in for Avdia. Now here's Butler. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Butler, a screen on Simons. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Grant. And now Portland on the break. And there's Simons on the assist by Grant. Simons has got 12 points here in the second half. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
As Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Anthony Simons. The kick out to Walker. And And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Pass to Butler. Here's Knox for three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Sharp on the wing. Grant outside. Sharp sets the pick for Grant. Misses the three. Warriors trail by 5. Podziemski with it. Now defended by Grant. Here's Podziemski. Pass to Butler. Back to Knox. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Portland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Henderson kicks to Walker. Drills it from outside. Walker's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
That's a 2 from Butler, and they're able to recover. Here's Jackson Davis.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or 2 in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
And Sharp has it in the corner. Here's Walker. Takes it inside. Portland moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Grant. 4 on the shot clock. And Butler sends it back.
Always ready to make an impact defensively. Butler sees the shot forming and just attacks the opportunity to block it.
Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Green comes in for Kevin Knox. Moody's checked in for Peyton. And Curry subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. And then for the Trailblazers, Abdia's checked in for Walker. And it's Simons in for Scoot Henderson. Now here's Simons. The 3. Green with the rebound. Warriors trail by 6.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks good out of reach.
Here's Moody driving in. Abdia with the rebound. Here's Grant. And the shot goes in.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And he commits the intentional foul. Peyton's checked in for the Warriors. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Charlotte. Now a timeout called by Golden State. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And guys, the plan's got to be here to pressure that inbound pass and try to come up with the steal. If that doesn't happen, then immediately foul and put them on the line.
Now here's Grant. Thybulle for 3. And it's Looney with the rebound. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about take a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
And that's an intentional foul.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
So the Trailblazers win it. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily
competition tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Here's the starting group for Portland. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Avdia. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Kamare in at the 3. Launches a 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Back come the Kings in transition. Sabonis with a screen on Ayton. Murray from outside, and he buries his first look.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Pass to Kamare. Now Simons. It's Avdia on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by Portland. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Murray, no good. Portland has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. The 3 is up. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Fantastic decision-making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Will Stanley was a 5-time All-Star. Chauncey Billups, just 1 year as an assistant before becoming a head coach.
Yeah, but Brian, Chauncey Billups was a guy that even when he was a player and then as a broadcaster, always fought like a head coach.
Here's Ellis. Pass to Murray. Sabonis outside. Clock at 6. DeRozan for 3. Pure from three-point range.
And what's interesting, the 3 ball isn't a big part of DeRozan's game, but when he's feeling it, he can make it happen.
Fires for 3. Kamare, no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Levine with a screen on Avdia. Pass to Levine. Fires the 3. Thybulle with the board. The Trailblazers have gone only 1 of 6 so far. Ayton with it, picked up by DeRozan. Oh, he tries a 3. And there's Ayton on the assist by Simons.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Sacramento has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Here's Ellis. Let's go with a 3. On target from range.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And here's Simons outside. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Sabonis. Here's Levine for 3. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis.
Back-to-back threes here. Levine with a beautiful shot.
Avdia from outside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
I was able to speak with the head coach of the Kings for a minute. How they'll go about defending DeAndre Ayton came up, and coach told me once Ayton gets deep, it's too late. We need to find him early to not let him set up down low. Push him out to the line. That's a lot to be pushing around with Ayton being as big as they come, guys.
Thank you for that, Ali. Monk, he's checked in for Ellis. And also a switch here for Portland. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Kamara. Pass to Levine. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
He had to get it away, and he did. Levine with the quick release.
Avdia outside. Thybulle, a screen on Murray. Avdia from outside. Good D by Murray.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
On the wing, Murray. There's the triple. And another Sacramento 3.
The main role of Murray offensively, hit those threes, spread out that defense.
Henderson drives in. Over to the wing. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Monk. And Sacramento with some changes. Lyles comes in for Murray. And it's Carter in for DeMar DeRozan. Knocked away. Henderson, the pass to Sharp. Back to Henderson. Here's Kamare. Avdia outside. Just 4 to shoot. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Henderson for three. Offensive rebound. They need this. Drains the triple.
Yeah, something Henderson is still working on, getting his three-point shot to be a little more consistent.
Pass to Lyles. Sabonis with a screen on Avdia. And it's Lyles missing.
Sacramento foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substituting.
Here's Henderson. It'll count. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
What a huge shot to...
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Kings ahead, up 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Jeremy Grant out there with Klingon, and it's Kamari in at the small forward position. Blazers trail by 3. From downtown, knocks it down from distance.
When Jeremy Grant is dishing out an assist, that is a great sign for this team.
Lots of Grants in the NBA over the years. Jeremy Grant acts like a guy who grew up around the league. You can really see it, Coach.
Well, Brian, he really did grow up around the league, and really just a high IQ player, great in the locker room, gives you great energy and effort every night.
And Sacramento making a change here. Ellis is checked in. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Pass to Klingon. The 3. Rebounded. Domantas Sabonis.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Here's Monk. Started by Sharp. Picked by Sabonis. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Monk missing. Blazers trail by 3. For 3, Klingon. Again, the miss by Portland. Pass to LaRavia. Beyond the arc. Portland with a rebound. Grant outside. From outside the arc. Here's Kamari. Three-pointer. And it's Grant with a 3. Grant's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
No hesitation from Grant. He's not bashful shooting off the catch when given the chance.
Pass to LaRavia. For 3. Ellis, good. Ellis has got 6.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Back to Henderson. It's Sharp on the wing. Grant the screen. Pass to Klingon. There's the 3. And again, it's Portland with a 3. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Beyond the arc. And it's LaRavia with a rebound. The Kings have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Ellis passes to Sabonis, and it's out of bounds to Sacramento. Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Sacramento. Walker, he's checked in for Portland. Ben comes in for Sharp. There's a screen. Pass to LaRavia. Here's Ellis, defended by Henderson. 4 on the clock. Monk for 3. Walker pulls down the board. Portland has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. And here's Grant from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Grant's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Levine with a screen on Grant. Here's Larabia. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Klingon. Walker against Levine. Grant outside. Back to Walker. Grant outside. Jacks up a 3. Offensive board. Henderson outside. The 3. Here's Benton. From the arc. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Kings trail by 3. Outside Levine. Pass to Ellis. 1 for 3. Hits the trifecta. Now Grant. He has 6. Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer, and he'll head to the line. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game now. That one falls for Grant. Good on the second one. And he nails the third.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
The deep 3 from Levine. No good. Misses at the buzzer. It's been all about Jeremy Grant for Portland. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Jeremy Grant. Man, is he getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
The duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. And it's Ellis in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. LaVine feeling it out a bit. Back to Murray. Pass to Ellis. 6 on the shot clock. His first shot attempt. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Thibault on the wing. The 3 is up. Out to Simons. From downtown. Hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. DeRozan against Thibault. Pass to Ellis. Simons with a steal. Thibault with it. Fires from deep. Here's Kamari. On the wing, Simons. To the left side wing. Ayton, a screen on Murray. Kamari. Nails it from beyond the arc. Kamari's got 6.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open 3s like that.
Ellis passes to Sabonis. Sabonis with a screen on Simons. Outside for Levine. It's stolen by Thibault. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Kamari. Tries the spin move. On the wing, Simons. 5 on the clock. Here's Kamari. Defended by DeRozan. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Levine takes off. And Levine, throw it down.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
From deep 3-point land. Pass to Avdia. Here's Kamari. Simons outside. Three-pointer. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Kings trail by 4. Outside Murray. Oh, got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Malik Monk's checked in for Ellis. Sharp, he's checked in for Portland. Scoot Henderson comes in for Simons.
At almost 7 feet tall, you gotta push Sabonis farther away. When you don't, he just dunks it with ease.
Three-pointer Sharp. Again, the miss by Portland. And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Levine passes to Monk. Back to Levine for the lead. Ooh, the soft touch of Levine, knocking down the 3.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Here's Henderson. Oh, steps back and drains the jumper. Henderson's got 8 points.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Tipped. Stolen by Ayton. Here's the break. Three-pointer Sharp. Sends it home from three-point land. Now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Murray, a screen on Henderson. Monk for 3. Five to shoot. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Murray from outside. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Outside Sharp. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul of the game. And Sacramento with some changes. Lyles, he's checked in for Murray. LaRavia comes in for DeRozan. And it's Carter in for LaVine. Ben passes to Avdia. Off target with the 3.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Pass to Lyles. Right side Monk. And it's good. But hang on here.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
Going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And I couldn't tell exactly what happened. And apparently, I guess the refs didn't get a...
We're at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we've still got a close one. Portland ahead. They lead by a bucket. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Klingen out there with Robert Williams. And it's Grant in at small forward. Here's Ellis. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Walker, he's checked in for Portland. Anthony Simons comes in for Henderson.
For the Trailblazers.
Ellis passes to LaRavia. Levine with a screen on Walker. Here's LaRavia. And that misses. That would have put him up. Portland leading. Pass to Klingen. Let's go with a 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Monk finds Levine. Connects from downtown.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
You got to keep that head up, and Levine knows that. Able to hit his man in stride there.
Sharp passes to Grant. Walker, a screen on Levine. Pass to Klingon. Fires for three. Another three for Portland. Tight ball game coming down the stretch.
Yeah, with 7 lead changes thus far, this has been a thriller.
Levine passes to Valanciunas. Outside Monk. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. That shot is off. The Trailblazers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Walker sets a screen to the middle. Pass to Simons. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. Sacramento has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Laravia passes to Monk. Right wing from deep. Sharp grabs the miss. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, BA, and there's a chance to extend that right here.
Simons up top. Some changes for Sacramento. Sabonis, he's checked in for Valanciunas. Murray comes in for Laravia, and DeMar DeRozan is subbed in for Monk. Thibault, he's checked in for Portland. Pass to Klingon. Now Graham. 6 to shoot. Simons outside. 4-3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. They kick it out to Murray. Keegan, 4-3.
Look at Murray stepping up big time. I mean, we know he wants to be a trusted scorer when they need a bucket, and he shows it.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Simons finds Grant from behind the arc. Nails it from 3.
And they suck the air right out of this place by drilling the 3. Could be what saves the day for them.
Here's Levine. Out to Sabonis. On the wing, Murray. There's a minute 12 left in the fourth quarter here. Levine attacking. This one for 3. And another Sacramento 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Grant with a screen on Murray. Grant outside. Puts up a 3. It falls! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1. Here's Ellis. He's covered by Simons. Pass to Ellis. Picked by Sabonis. From outside the arc. They kick it out to Murray. Launches a 3. Oh, the trifecta!
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Crowder, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Portland. Avdia comes in for Walker. So it's Portland now. Again, the miss by Portland.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Crowder against Grant. Crowder outside. The three-pointer off the mark. So a close game sees Sacramento taking this one. Boy, a hard-fought.
Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
LaVine inside the three-point line. Great look there, but off target.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Green passes to Curry.
Kings foul. Ellis. First personal foul. First team foul.
And it's the Warriors with the ball.
And they're going to have to think about sitting him out. I mean, that's his second foul here in less than a minute.
Monks checked in for Ellis.
Into the lineup for your Kings. 0.
Butler, a screen on Monk. Curry outside. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
In 2023, and Brent, you and I remember this, Keegan Murray set an NBA record with 11 consecutive threes in one game.
What an unbelievable night to witness that kind of consistency and a guy locked in like that. I mean, that's different, and it speaks to Murray's focus, that this guy has so much more to contribute to a team and room to grow. That night was special, Kevin.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. But Jemski's shot is good.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's LaVine. LaVine is screen on Green. Sabonis kicks to LaVine. Launches it from deep. Green with the rebound. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Curry passes to Butler. Curry against Monk. A 3-ball. Curry can't get it to go. For Sacramento, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And there's Monk on the assist by LaVine.
And you gotta love that 3-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's LaVine. Sabonis kicks to DeRozan. Gets a very good look and converts.
And if you give him a sliver of daylight, DeMar DeRozan will eat your lunch from the mid-range.
Majemski on the wing. Pass to Moody. Puts up a 3. And Sabonis pulls it down. The Kings have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Sabonis sets the pick for LaVine. Basket counts. LaVine's got 5.
And a nice, smooth stroke. When LaVine feels that rhythm, he's a knockdown jump shooter.
Moody. A 3-pointer off the mark. Sacramento leading by 4. While the Kings went from 3 seed in 2023 to out of the playoffs completely, Brent, last season.
Well, it speaks to how competitive the Western Conference was. You know, you got to realize, Kevin, Sacramento won just 2 less games than they did after that magical run in 2023. The West was just better. So the Kings got to fill some holes, find some pieces, and hopefully have some guys improve upon what they did last season.
So the wing on the left shoots the 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Well, heady plays like that are what Jimmy Butler is all about. He knows where the defense is.
Here's Sabonis trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Warriors shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Curry on the wing. Nice move. He takes it in. Pass to Moody. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Podziemski. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And DeRozan kicks to Sabonis. Fires for 3. The Warriors pull it in.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Curry on the wing. DeRozan defending. From deep three-point land. Rebound collected by Levine. Sacramento again missing. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Payton is out there with Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint to the inside. Golden State moving the ball around. Buries the long-range jumper. Payton's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
Carter kicks to Lyles. Shoots over Jackson Davis. Shot's good by Lyles. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Hield outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Still the strongest part of Buddy Hield's game. He is a lethal shooter. What a perfect stroke that was.
With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can. He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Sacramento. Ellis comes in for Carter. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Podziemski's coming in for Hield. Now here's Ellis. Kick out to Levine. Sabonis, a screen on Payton. Outside, Sabonis. Just 5 to shoot. Warriors leading by 6. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now. This is what separates Green from most bigs. A point forward who excels at passing.
Now here's Levine. 5 points in the game. Pass to Sabonis. Now, here's Monk. Will it go? An absolute bomb from three-point range. Monk's got 6.
You know, you kind of admire the range that this guy has. But Monk just no fear when he pulls up from deep.
Three-pointer, Payton. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And the Warriors lead by 9. Kings have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Sabonis, the pass to Monk. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. Pass to Lyles. Fires from deep. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Ellis outside, and here's Levine. No good on the 3. Payton against Levine. Outside, Kuminga. Bangs home the trifecta. Kuminga's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Lyles with a wide open look. No good on the triple. Warriors leading by 9. Ball's knocked loose and taken away by Ellis. Pass to Lyles. Here's Levine. Jacks up a three. Drains the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
Great preparation by Levine. Getting to his spot and set to let it fly.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Ellis in the post, guarded by Curry. Sabonis' screen on Kuminga. Levine back to Ellis. Sabonis, the pass to Lyles. 5 on the clock. From deep. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside for Curry. That will count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that does it for the first half of play. Warriors, thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Warriors leading by 6. The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Outside for Murray. Offensive rebound. Sabonis, the pass to DeRozan. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Sabonis has got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Podziemski. Outside, Green. Back to Podziemski. Fires the 3. Rebound by Murray. The Kings trail by 3. Sabonis kicks to Murray. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Curry against Ellis. Pass to Podziemski. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the 3rd. Green drives in. 3-pointer. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 6.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson and maybe at the top of that list the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders and the very capable ones of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles.
Butler finds Curry, takes the 3. He can't get it to go.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't hit.
Murray left side. The kick out to Sabonis. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Warriors leading by 3. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Green with a screen on Ellis. Here's Curry with the 3. Curry! Oh, what else is new?
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that 3 off. A beautiful shot.
Murray sets a screen for Levine. Murray dishes to Levine. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 11 points in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now, here's Butler. No scoring in this one. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Ellis down low. Curry meets him. Here's Levine. Outside, Sabonis. And another three for Sacramento.
Right now, Sabonis just taking charge, taking initiative, getting aggressive on offense.
Pass to Pajemski. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Left side, DeRozan. For the lead. Sabonis with the ball. Murray outside. Out to DeRozan on the wing, Ellis. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Warriors have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Here's Curry with the three, and the wide-open shot from Green. The three-pointer is right on target. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, Draymond Green imposing his will and now making threes. This spells trouble with a capital T.
Out to DeRozan, takes a three. The Warriors pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Green inside the three-point line. Outside for Curry. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Malik Monk, he's checked in for the Kings. Then for the Warriors, Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Green. Payton comes in for Moses Moody. And Hield subbed in for Stephen Curry. 6 to shoot. Here's Pajemski. 6 points for him. No good. On for 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for you.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for it. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Jackson-Davis in at the center position. Hield can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Monk. Pass to LaRavia. Levine, a screen on Curry. LaRavia, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Payton. Hield with it. Golden State moving the ball around. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Hield against Levine. Levine sets the screen for Monk. Driving the lane. Moravia passes to Ellis. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now a 3-point Sacramento lead.
A tough matchup for the smaller defender there. Just shot right over the top without thinking twice.
Here's Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
Curry's toughness on display inside there, just clashing inside.
Monk against Hield. Ellis wide open. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Ellis has got the lead up to 4 now for the Kings. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the paint. Out to Payton. Curry setting the pick for Payton. Pass to Curry. And it's Kuminga, top of the key. And there's the drive. And Kuminga throws it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding. Rising up off the ground.
And it's LaRavia missing. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Stephen Curry, what a shooter!
it just doesn't matter. Once Steph crosses half court, he's in range.
The drive by Ellis. Pass to LaRavia. Here's Levine, defended by Payton. Out to the right wing. Valanciunas finds Ellis. The Kings need to get off a shot here. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Kings making a change here. Murray's checked in, and the Warriors making a change here. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Here's Post, guarded by Valanciunas, and Curry has it in the corner. All three off the mark. Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. On the wing, Murray. And that comes off the assist by Levine. Levine's got 5 assists in the game. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Back to Hield. Majemski on the wing. Curry on the wing. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And the Warriors miss again.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Now here's Levine. Pass to Monk. Kicks it out to Ellis. It's stolen by Curry. Fast break. Here we go. Payton from outside. Payton with the rebound. And it's Sacramento's ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Monk. Kicks it out to Ellis. Now here's Levine. Murray sets a screen for Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Murray. There's the 3. Warriors with the rebound.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Looking around. They kick out to Hield. Back to Curry. Three-pointer, Payton. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are...
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry.
half-court sets.
When you're a young player, that can be a bit frustrating, but when you're a vet, you welcome games like this where everyone can take their time.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moses Moody out there with Butler, and it's Green in at the center position, locking down the middle. Now here's Avdia, and it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Thibault passes to Simons. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ayton, no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Green. Outside Curry. Green with a screen on Simons. And the basket by Curry.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's three ball is falling. That's how good he is.
And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy.
Now here's Green. Up top, Curry. Green, a screen. Curry, no good. Here's Kamari. Moody defends. Out to the right wing. Picked it out of midair. Takes a three. Butler, that one's good.
This is why you must stay in front of Butler. When he's leaking out like this, he's focused on scoring.
Avdia from outside. The long distance three is buried. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Golden State has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Outside Moody. Outside Butler. Here's Green. Outside for Butler. 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Green missing. Portland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Kamari. Back to Avdia. Simons outside. Ayton with a screen. Lets it go from deep. Pajemski grabs the board.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Moody from outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Avdia from outside. The shot that time not on target. The Warriors lead by 3. Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
Now here's Thibault. Simons outside. Back to Avdia. Simons against Curry. Here's the three. Out to Simons. Pass to Avdia. Here's Ayton. Fades and shoots. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron.
There you go. Ayton rising and firing with confidence.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. I wanted to know how he planned on tackling the Jimmy Butler problem. He told me I want to make everything as hard for him as possible, anything we can do to bother him and to get him to be even a little less aggressive, trying to put out the fire before it starts. That's the plan. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Simon's shot is good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Tried by Curry. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Butler against Avdia. Outside Pajemski. Curry looking it over. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's Kamari. Moody defends. Kamari, no good. Green against Aiden. Green, the pass to Curry. Misses the three. Simons, left side. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. So at the end of one quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
Scoot and Sharp with the backcourt set. Klingin out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Walker in at the three. That's the group for Portland starting the second.
Yeah, the length and athleticism Grant possesses is hard to match up against, which is why he gets fouled a lot. You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
Now here's Hield. Curry, a screen on Sharp. Here's Hield. The kick out. Curry. The three ball. Here's Jackson Davis. Back to Hield. Goes back up. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And so it's Golden State with it. Trailing by 2. Here's Payton with the drive. Shot clock at 5. Curry, no good.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Walker's shot is off.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Payton. Knocks down the long J. Payton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just great awareness from Curry. So good at reading the floor and finding his open teammates.
Henderson for 3. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. And so Kuminga will bring it up for Golden State. The kick out, Curry. There's a screen by Kuminga. Outside Payton. Takes the 3. Blocked!
Yeah, the defensive instincts of Grant kicking in, especially when he sees the chance to block shots.
And the Blazers making a change here. Williams is checked in. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Hield. Pass to Klingin. Curry against Henderson. Outside for Grant. Outside Sharp. Here's Klingin. He's covered by Curry. They set the screen. Fires the 3. That's good from Grant. On the assist by Klingin. Grant's got 6 points. RJ just playing at a faster pace. Work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
In transition, here come the Warriors. The 3 from Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
Blazers trail by 4. Outside Sharp. Henderson outside. Back to Sharp. Pass to Grant. Over Payton. Grant's shot is off.
Well, it's a make or miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Launches it. Oh, Curry. Just nasty from downtown.
They will take that option every time up the floor. Curry from the corner.
It's Sharp on the wing. No points yet. Pass to Klingin. Can they get it? Got a piece of it. Payton with a steal. pulls up for three. Curry with another miss. Portland has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Henderson scanning the floor. Gets the 3 to fall.
Yeah, something Henderson is still working on, getting his three-point shot to be a little more consistent.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Kamara, he's checked in for Portland. Banton comes in for Henderson. Kuminga against Sharp. Outside Pajemski. Pass to post. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And here's Grant from the arc. Here's Kamari. Outside Sharp. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Kamari. Outside for Grant. Back to Banton. Grant outside. 5 on the clock. Outside Sharp. Lets the 3 fly. They get the rebound.
When you're facing a guy as massive as Klingon, you really have to be smart about boxing him out. I mean, he is so good on the offensive boards to be so young.
Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
He hits the second from the line.
Taking 3 shots.
And he makes all 3.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Warriors on top, leading by 5. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the floor for the Warriors, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Moody, and it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
And how about Brandon Pajemski, Richard? When he's given the minutes, he can stuff the stat sheet.
Yeah, even when it comes to his rebounding, BA, that's the result of great heart, great hustle, and great timing. His teammates feed off his energy.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Moody with it. Avdia picks him up. And it's hammered home by Green.
There's so many wrinkles to Green's game that sometimes you forget about his athletic finishing ability.
Pass to Reed. There's the triple. And the 3-pointer goes. Reed's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Curry against Simons. Green for 3. Thibault with the board. Blazers trail by 7. Pass to Kamari. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it.
Warriors ball.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Curry against Simons. The 3. Curry's shot is off. Now Portland with it. Shoots. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Pajemski. into the third. 2 minutes in now. Curry against Avdia. Clock at 4. And here's Green from the arc. The offensive rebound. Simons against Curry. Shoots over Simons. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 11 points. Blazers trail by 9. Pass to Avdia. Over Butler. Again, the miss by Portland. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. So for the Blazers, Ayton, he's checked in for Reith. Sharp comes in for Thibault, and it's Scoot Henderson in for Simons. And Golden State also making a switch. Ayton's checked in. And a deep 3 from Curry. Oh, Curry stretching the limits. Wow, what a shot.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
Ayton, no good. The Warriors lead by 12. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the officials are now allowing a bit more contact. Warriors coach Steve Kerr had called for more leeway for defenders, and he said, quote, "I love the shift. It's a better game, and the cheap stuff isn't called. Players are so skilled today, they don't need any help." Brian, do you agree?
I do. I say let them play. To the wing on the left. Sharp with it. Now Podziemski defending. Shot clock at 6. Avdia, good.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
The 3 is up. That won't go either for Curry. Blazers trail by 9. 3-pointer Sharp. Here's Avdia. Pass to Kamari. Sharp with it. The 3-ball. It's Avdia on the wing. Payton with a steal. Let's go with a 3. All the way to the rim. Curry. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
Green with a screen on Henderson. Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Green with a screen on Henderson. Curry, no good. For Portland, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Right side, Payton. 4-3. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Payton's got 6. Here's Henderson into the lane. 3-pointer Sharp. Drops in the 3.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Steph and Curry getting it done for Golden State. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Blazers trail by 12. We've got Delano Banton. Avdia out there with Klingon. Then it's Jeremy Grant, and it's Simons in at the 2-guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And it's Butler with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Outside Podziemski. From downtown, buries it from 3. And the Warriors lead by 15.
As team first as anyone in this league, Green is always looking to dish.
There's the triple. Klingon's shot is off. And for the Warriors, they're shooting about 47%. A nice number. And the basket by Heel.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Delano Banton, first Personal foul. First team foul.
They set the pick. The three is up. Avdia pulls it in. Avdia's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Grant from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Reflexive shot there by Grant. I mean, he just finds his spot and goes straight up.
Butler passes to Payton. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. And Avdia with the basket on the assist by Simons.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Pass to Ben from behind the arc. Counted from distance. Ben's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Butler, defended by Avdia. Outside Podziemski. Outside Payton. Now here's Butler. Clock at 6. From the arc. Payton's shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 11.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Outside for Green. Fires the 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Green's floor stretching ability, one of the things that makes this offense so dynamic.
Ben. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Warriors lead by 11. To the paint. Simons with a steal. Deflects the pass. Butler with a steal. Grant with a steal. On the wing, Simons. Defended by Podziemski. Offensive rebound. Here's Benton. Simons against Payton. Outside for Grant. Jacks up a 3. Hits a three-pointer.
And the corner pocket was open, and Grant took advantage.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Hield for 3. Back to Payton. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Hield for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Avdia from outside. Rebounded by Green. Golden State has gone 4 of 9 from three-point range in the fourth. Lets it go from deep. That shot missing. Hield against Simons. The 3. He connects. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Yeah, nice dish there by Grant. Playing unselfishly and putting the team ahead of himself.
Pass to Hield. From deep three-point land. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
And here's Grant from the arc. Count it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Butler, and it's in.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And so the big win by Golden State in a tight game. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
front court, Gray.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now Sacramento starting 5. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis. And it's Sabonis in at the 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Ellis kicks to Sabonis. Sabonis' screen on Simon. Ayton against Sabonis. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now, here's Avdia. Outside, Simons. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Lets it go from deep. Avdia can't hit. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Kamare misses. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. DeRozan for 3, and the 3-ball is good.
And DeRozan is selective when it comes to taking threes, but they're looking confident from the corner.
Simons with the ball, picked up by Ellis.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Kamare. Now, here's Thibault. Not a lot of room. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Sacramento's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Murray, the pass to Ellis. Launches it. And it's Ayton with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Thibault can't get it to go. Kings have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Ellis kicks to DeRozan. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Murray. Kick out to LaVine. On the wing, Ellis. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Henderson's checked in for Portland. And a change for Sacramento. Monk's checked in. No good on the quick 3. Trailblazers trail by 3. Avdia with a screen for Henderson. Ayton wide open. Hits the three-point bomb.
And I'll tell you what, stretch bigs are getting bigger. Ayton, Embiid, Big Cat, this is the future.
Murray a screen on Henderson. Murray outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Chauncey Billups and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, when I asked Coach about his top priority of this game, he said, without hesitating, containing Sabonis. He added, he's a skilled low-post player who plays with a lot of power. And when he's not scoring, he's making plays for his teammates. So the defense has its work cut out for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Sacramento able to drain the 3.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Kick out to LaVine. Now DeRozan. Murray outside. Monk for 3. Avdia with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 6. There's the triple. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
LaVine sets the screen for Monk. Good on the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And you know, he's going to continue to vary those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Monk, the pass to Valanciunas. Monk against Henderson. Pass to Murray. Murray sets a screen for DeRozan. On its way from Monk for two. And it's good off the back rim and in. Monk's got 5.
Oh, that's a terrific dime from DeRozan. And this is why guys enjoy playing with him.
Henderson looking it over. Pass to Klingon. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Monk outside. Here's Sabonis, and they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Kings ahead. Up. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Sacramento.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
You got Jeremy Grant also clinging out there, and it's Banton in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Lyles with a wide open look, gets the three-pointer to fall. Lyles got the lead up to 8 now for Sacramento.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Carter kicks to Lyles. In the corner, it's Monk. For the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Ellis is checked in for Sacramento. Sacramento leading by 8. The shot's good from Monk.
How about the quickness of that release by Monk? An experienced catch-and-shoot player who feels comfortable firing from deep.
Now, here's Sharp. Still without a basket. Cans it from downtown.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
We've seen some flashes, Coach, from Shaedon Sharpe in his career. He can get hot in a hurry.
Well, look, Kevin, he is a great athlete, and when his shot starts to fall consistently, he can be electric. Right now, he's putting it together little by little. He's just got to continue to improve. Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Inside. Kicks it out to Grant. Pass to Banton. The tray. Grant outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Grant's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And I love Grant's mindset. Readies himself to shoot as soon as he touches the ball.
Monk, the pass to Sabonis. The 3. The shot by Monk is no good. Trailblazers trail by 8. Pass to Klingon. Williams, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Henderson comes in for Delano Banton. Zach LaVine's checked in for the Kings. Sharp against Monk. From downtown. And it's Sharp missing. And Zoelis will bring it up for Sacramento. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Walker's checked in for Robert Williams. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Sacramento. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Trey Lyles. Valanciunas. Henderson against Ellis. Clock at 6. Here's Monk. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Pass to Levine. Outside DeRozan. Monk, no one around him. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Monk's got 6 in the quarter.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line, and he sinks the second. You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Sacramento making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Murray subbed in for Malik Monk. Screen by Sabonis. Ellis against Henderson. Pass to Murray for the 3. The rebound by Grant. Trailblazers trail by 7. The Trailblazers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. First free throw is good.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting.
And DeRozan kicks to Levine. Sacramento again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The Trailblazers have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Both free throws good from Henderson. Kings leading now by 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Ellis, the pass to Murray. Sabonis against Ayton. The wide open look here for DeRozan. It's good from long range. DeRozan's got 6.
And the accelerated release from DeRozan gave him the upper hand there.
Portland, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
15 foul.
And that one falls for Henderson.
At the line for 2, Henderson.
And he makes both free throws. There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Kick out to Levine. Off target from outside. No good on that one. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Kings lead by... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Run line. There's thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Malik Monk.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
On the floor for Sacramento, the post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Ayton. Pass to Avdia. Idle for 3. Rebound by Murray. And Zoelos will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They've led by as many as 11 points and finished off by DeRozan.
And dynamite his legs, and DeRozan detonates at the rim.
To the middle. Pass to Thibault. Avdia. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Thibault. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Kamara, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
To the wing right side. Simons surveying the D. Knocked loose. Ellis with it. Now guarded by Ayton. To the paint. Pass to Avdia. Ayton in the corner. Avdia dishes to Ayton. A second chance effort. And the basket by Kamara. Kamare's got his second basket of the game. Kings leading now by 3. Bean passes to Murray. Sabonis sets the pick for Murray. The kick out to Sabonis. On the wing, Levine. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis.
Great preparation by Levine. Getting to his spot and set to let it fly.
You know, Stan, as productive as Zach Levine has been, you get the sense he wants to compete for titles. He wants more than just the individual stuff.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, at this point in his career, it just hasn't all worked for the teams he's been on yet, but he's still got some time to figure it out.
Yeah, he does. Here's Kamara. Pass to Simons. Avdia, a screen on Ellis. Shot clock at 5. Now, here's Thibault. Guarded by Levine.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Ayton with it. Here's Kamara. DeRozan defending. Avdia on the wing. For the tie. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Levine for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Levine's got 7 now in this quarter.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
Sabonis with the bucket.
As the league continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Sometimes
In the air and down hard.
Oh, stop.
To the left side wing. Outside, Avdia. Shoots. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2. Here's DeRozan. He's got 8. Ellis outside. Pass to Levine. Murray sets a screen for Levine. Kicks it out to Ellis. And here's DeRozan. Fires for 3. Can't hit that one. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Henderson, Jabari Walker is out there with Grant. Then there's Klingon, and it's Rupert in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Miles no good. Trailblazers trail by 6. Walker surveying the floor. Fires away from outside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ellis kicks to Levine. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. Monk for 3. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Rupert. Grant for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. They set the screen. Monk, the pass to Levine. Valanciunas sets a screen for Levine. Kicks it out to Ellis. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Head always on a swivel. Levine making things happen with his passing.
Stolen by Levine. Monk right side. Outside Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Grant. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
A wing who can elevate, get Grant the ball anywhere close to the rim, and he knows what to do with it.
Monk kicks to Valanciunas. Kick out to Levine. Miles passes to Levine. Over Grant. Walker with the rebound. Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
I tell you, Monk can fill it up in a hurry. Once he gets on fire, the D knows they're going to be in for a long night.
Walker at the elbow. Here's Rupert. Monk defending. Here's the 3. And it's Rupert missing. Kings leading now by 10. Shoots the 3. And there's Monk on the assist by Levine. Monk's got 9 points here in the second half. Walker is screen on Levine. Grant gets a wide open look. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Monk outside. Here we go, one-on-one from outside the arc. And again, it's Portland with the 3.
And the D really on its heels on that possession. Didn't know what to do.
On the wing, Monk. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Kings.
The sheer volume of 3-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Malik Monk.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
And some changes here for the Kings. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Murray comes in for Lyles. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Monk. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that narrows the gap to 7. So it's Sacramento now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Grant for 3. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
And you can always count on the consistency from Grant. He likes these moments, keeps his composure, and knocks it down.
Outside for Murray. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to DeRozan. From the corner. Again, the miss by the Kings. And so it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances.